Hey Glam fam, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to instantly add volume to thin hair using a microlink sewing method. So right here, I'm pressing out the edges of the hair, and I'm going through and silk pressing the hair until I get up to the point where I'm going to create the microlink base. So then I part out the section that I'm going to use for the microlink base. And once I'm done parting that out, I'll go ahead and start adding the microlinks to it. Now the microlink beads are silicone lined, which helps grip the hair better. And I'll insert a picture of those right there. Yes, yes. And I put mine on a string with a needle, and I use like the little girl bead method, but if you want, you can use the latch hook, which I showed the picture of there. I just find it easier and quicker to go ahead and loop the string around the hair and then push the beads up onto the piece of hair, like we used to do back in the day with little girls' beads on braids. So I'm going to go ahead and do that all the way around to create a base for the microlink, for the track. So I'm going to take the pliers, which is the tool that I just showed picture, and I'm going to slide the bead up, and I'm going to squeeze it closed when I get to a comfortable place on the hair. You don't want to push it all the way up too tight because you don't want to put so much tension on the hair. And right there, you can see where you are able to adjust the bead. I mistakenly closed it too far from the scalp, so I opened it up and I went ahead and slid it up and reclosed it. So I flat ironed out the hair that is connected to the beads, and then I started to sew the tracks on. It's really quite simple. All you have to do is watch and learn. So once I get to the end of the track, I go ahead and cut it, and then I triple knot it. And then I sew backwards. And the reason I do that is because I don't want the thread that I cut on top of the knot to be hanging out on the edge. So I go ahead and I sew backwards, and then I'll knot it back, a few stitches back, so that way it isn't detectable. So right here, I slow it down for you just a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. So I wrap the thread around the needle 3 times and then pull it, and that creates a knot. So I call that a triple knot because I wrap it around 3 times. So anyway, now I'll go ahead and just flat iron the hair over that track, and I'll do that for a couple rows, and then I'll go ahead and part out the next row for the next microlink base. So here I'll just simply repeat the same steps that I did on the last row. I'll go ahead and put the links on, and then I'll close them up with the pliers. And then I'll go ahead and flat iron the hair right before sewing the track on. At this point, I just wanted to make sure that there was enough fall in the face So I went ahead and combed it down just to see, and there was, so I just continued. So I'm just making sure everything falls right, and now I'm sewing backwards like I showed you before, but because this track is on top, I'm going to show you how I hide the knot. So I went ahead and stuck the needle through the track, going down to the bottom of the track, and then I'll just tuck the needle under a piece of thread, and then I'll do my triple, my triple knot, and then I'll go ahead and pull that tight and cut that thread, and now it is under the track versus on top of the track. So here you see me cutting the hair, just kind of trying to make sure that I'm not cutting her length, that everything matches up. But she did tell me that if I wanted to go ahead and cut it a little bit shorter, I could. She is down with it. So later on you'll see me cut it just a little bit more as I clean it up with the trimmers. But right now I'm just using my scissors, and these are some regular shears that I brought from Sally's a couple years back. I use these shears for weave, and I have some other shears that I use, my real shears that I use for cutting natural hair. But you see that she has a bob, so a longer bob. So I'm just kind of following the length of her hair and just trimming it up to make sure that the length matches up. Because our main goal and focus here was to give her thickness. So that's basically what I was doing. Now, because the natural hair falls naturally layered, I'm going ahead and pulling that hair out at a 90-degree angle and just doing a little slide cutting to give it some of that natural layering effect. Our goal with this hairstyle was just a natural bob, so a natural fall, nothing dramatic. So I just went ahead and took some larger sections and just added a little slight bump to the hair just to give it that, cute natural bob look. So I just sprayed some S3 spray. It's a serum that gives the hair a shine but doesn't weigh it down like oil, and that is made by Influence Hair Care, one of my all-time favorite shine sprays right now. So for the bang, I'm going to give it a little extra bump. I'm going to flick that wrist a little bit more because I want the front to have like a feather effect. You see that? Yes, yes, yes. So I'm going to do that for the entire bang area and give her that sexy. So if you look in the top of her head, you see a lot of flyaways, little broken pieces. And that's because when she came to me, this is only her second visit, but when she came to me, her hair was very badly damaged, and we are working on getting her hair back to a healthier state. So I encourage her to go ahead and wrap her hair once she gets home, and those will naturally lay down from the natural oils that your scalp creates. I don't like to put extra product on it to hold it down, because then that weighs the hair down, and I'm all about naturally flowy hair. Let me just be the first to say, no, I am not perfect, but I am a perfectionist when it comes to the hair. So you see where I have to like take the scissors and snip a little, a couple pieces, or take the trimmer and line it up. I just like for my client to really get out the chair loving their hair just as much as I do. So I go ahead and go the extra mile to make sure things are in place. So now I am manicuring her edges, or what we all call slicking her edges, with Influence Hair Care's edge control. Very, very good edge control. Love, love, love it. It is another one of my favorites by far. I really love a lot of Influence Hair Care products, and you'll see me using those products and shouting them out in other videos, but I love, love, love the products, and obviously she loves her hair. And let me also say, I have no idea why I had a scarf on in this video. My hair was done. So I apologize for that. I didn't realize it until I was editing. But yes, look at how the hair bounces and flows. And the hair that I used was Viso by Bobbi Boss. I hope that you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. And let me know in the comments what you would like to see more of.